Welcome, great minds, to another fun and informative social studies lesson with Mrs. Turner-Whyte. Today's lesson is the first of a four-part series, The Road to Independence, Haiti, Cuba, and Jamaica. In this first episode, we travel back to the island of Haiti, a place that made history by becoming the first free black republic in the world. You'll meet the eras, witness the struggles, and see how their victory inspired freedom movements across the Caribbean. Enjoy! Learning objectives. By the end of this episode, you will be able to 1. Identify key leaders in Haiti's fight for independence, such as Toussaint Louverture and Jean-Jacques Dessalines. 2. Describe the events that led from colonization to revolution. 3. Explain why Haiti's independence was a turning point for the Caribbean and the world. 4. Recall key dates in Haiti's independence timeline. Long ago, Haiti was called Saint-Domingue, a rich French colony filled with sugar plantations. But behind that wealth was a terrible truth. Thousands of Africans were enslaved to work there. But guess what? The Maroons, brave Africans who escaped slavery, fought back. They knew the land well, and they used their skills to outsmart the French. Then, in 1791, something big happened. News of the French Revolution reached the island. In France, people were fighting for liberty, equality, and fraternity, freedom, fairness, and brotherhood. And they overthrew the king. Hearing about these ideas, the enslaved Africans in Saint-Domingue thought, if freedom is right for France, it is right for us. So they rose up together and set the island ablaze. The fight for Haiti's freedom had begun. Leading the fight was Toussaint Louverture, a powerful, brilliant leader born enslaved in Saint-Domingue. Self-educated, fearless, and a genius military strategist, he defeated not just the French, but also the British and the Spanish force. Under his command, the revolution became the largest and the most successful slave revolution in history. But in 1802, France tried to take back control. They captured Toussaint and sent him back to France, where he died in prison in 1803. Yet, even in death, his dream lived on. He is remembered as the father of Haitian independence. The rise of Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Then came Jean-Jacques Dessalines, once enslaved, now a fierce general. He picked up and continued the fight after Toussaint's death. He crushed the French army, and on January 1st, 1804, he declared Haiti free. He then named Saint-Domingue the new nation, Haiti, making it the first free black republic in the world and the first independent nation in the Caribbean. Let's review the series content by using Haiti's Journey to Freedom quick timeline. In 1492, Columbus landed on the island. Then the Spanish enslaved the Taínos, later bringing Africans. In 1697, French take over West Hispaniola, calling it Saint-Domingue. In 1791, revolution begins, led by Louverture. January 1st, 1804, Haiti becomes the first black republic. Haiti's victory inspires freedom movements across the Caribbean and the world. Haiti's fight for freedom was long, brutal, and world changing. Their courage lit the spark for independence across the Caribbean, and this was just the beginning. Quiz time! Great minds, you can pause the video and answer the question or discuss these questions with your peers or your teacher. The next episode, Series 2, The Road to Independence, Cuba. Great minds, we've come to the end of another informative session. If you want more lessons with Mrs. Turner-Whyte, like, comment, share, and subscribe.